Hello and welcome to another video of Techfanaticofficial, your honest guide to the Cryptoverse. Today we're going to talk about Friend3. So essentially it's a social decentralized app and it helps with monetization of the Web3 social media space and allowing, customizable communities, introducing donation mechanism and having application to even have like things like ticketing systems and more. And it's heavily focused on the BNB chain. It's not only focused on chatting, but it's also, used for ticketing, and also it's like buying and selling tickets, public posting, group chat, and things like that, basically. So it's really focusing on community building, social building, and being basically in a decentralized manner. So this, if you go to their website, for example, on BNB on BNB chain, you can connect your wallet and you can actually see the recently created groups and see how much, for example, each group has their price. Some of them are KOLs like these ones. How many members they have based on the membership, they have different pricing, different value. For example, Zeta chain has more members, more value. And then they have the top ones, how many tickets, how many members. Basically each group, each chat has their own value. And then they have spots basically based on the activities that they have. They've got the explore function of most, recent posts and, how much you can do for buying the tickets. And it's a little bit like Friend3. If you've seen Friend3, they are like similar to that. And then chat function, search function, airdrop function, ranking function, basically. For example, this person, I don't know who they is, but they have this much worth of F3 points, trading points, trading volume, and that points has led to $1,700 worth of value. So it looks like the more you use, the more value you can also get, which is pretty good. It helps them with their social traction, but it also helps people to use it. So basically, a leading social decentralized application for economy, Web3 economy and community. It's encrypted data and there's no API abuse. It's passive income for ticket holders and from donations and transactions. You can have seamless chatting, emojis, voice images, and videos, create Web3 group, custom pricing, assets, and all that. And the highlight is, and unique selling point is that they have seamless user experience. They have a decentralized plus formula for groups and tickets pricing. They have donation listing, like they have one for ChainGPT. They have passive income mechanism and partnerships that I can go through it a little bit later on. And in terms of the business model that they have, it's a passive income system. So donors will give to the creators and creators earn 90% of the donations, 5% of that goes to the system. Another 5% goes to the ticket traders or ticket holders of F3 token. Again, ticket holders, donation goes 5% to donors and then 5% goes to ticket traders, and the platform also same. So that's how they're basically sharing their revenue. So that's so much about the platform, and people who use Friend3, they sort of know what's happening in terms of the roadmap as well. So they started with the MVP and beta launch in Q3, community engagement and marketing campaigns as well. And now they're focusing on product and beta that people can use right now. If you go to their website, as I showed you, especially on BNB chain, collaboration platform, and then passive income system as well. And then also introducing enhanced targeting around 500K users in Q1, achieving 5 million daily trading volume by end of Q1, and then Q2 more in the enhancements of the social features and the product analytics. So all the information is on their white paper as well. So if you go here, they have the documents and their how to start guide. They're on both BNB and BNB chain. So this is the arcade. You need to log in and then they guide you basically on how this works. Yeah, exactly. So guide, I'm not going to go through it. And then they have all the also information here about how the project works and everything you need to know. So I'm just a bit lazy. That's why I'm going through it through the Launchpad page. Now, in terms of, and also, they're both on Poolz website and also they're on ChainGPT. So you can do a further research. In terms of token utility and token metrics, the token is F3 token. And before jumping into the token, maybe it's better to go to the tokenomics section and revenue stream. So token utility. The token is a F3. F3 is a token ticker. It's a utility of the ecosystem. It gives you access control token holders. You get exclusive access to premium chat room. It's a payment unit. You can use F3 as primary currency for in-platform donations. It's a governance token, and the holders play a very big role in it. It's a staking platform. It's an incentive platform, and also ecosystem development and transaction fees in the ecosystem. So it's a whole ecosystem: fees, incentives, staking, governance, everything for that social decentralized app is basically used. In terms of tokenomics, the total token is supplying at 1 billion tokens, and fully diluted value is at $10 million, or each token at trading price on launch will be at 1 cent. From that, 10% is for ecosystem, 15% is for marketing, 7.5% is for team, 35% is incentives, 15% is liquidity, 2% is for KOLs, 7% is for public round, 4% is for early contribution and rewards. Seed round is 4.5%. So that's essentially the tokenomics. And let's also look at the token release schedule and pricing. So I think the pricing I like to see is here. Yeah. So seed round, they 4.5% of total supply at 0.065 cents, 5% unlock, 12 months after that vesting, basically, month by month. And it's pretty good for seed because it's not too different from public in terms of unlock on TGE, but still not as good as well. So public will not be unhappy about it. So it's good for both sides, basically. And then for KOLs, they have 20 million tokens, or 2% of the total. And the targeted raise at TGE is basically 10% unlock on token generation event, and 6%, 6 months vesting after that. For public, very good, 20%, and then 4 months vesting. So in 5 months' time, you will have all of your tokens received, while the valuation is still low for market cap. Contributor rewards 20% TGE and 4 months remaining, and that's for people who use the platform. Liquidity is going to be 15% TGE, and then 15% of total, 20% TGE, 24 months. Incentives and team will have cliff for 3 and 12 months. Marketing will have 24 months vesting, and ecosystem has 24 months vesting. So initial unlock is 5.6%. And the raise is under $1 million, which is really good. They didn't raise a lot of money, and because the team already made money from trading, basically, apparently. So initial market cap without liquidity is 262,000. Initial market cap with liquidity is going to be 562,000. Fully diluted market cap is 10 million. So not very good market cap to start. Is usually under 200. I like more right now in the market. But remember, you're getting 20% unlock, and usually on the other projects I'm doing is 10 to 15%. So 5% more makes sense to get this one and then unlock after that. So that's also with the token utility and the revenue stream, as I've mentioned earlier. Transaction fees, 5% of transaction fees goes to the ecosystem. Donation fee, 5% goes to the ecosystem. Ad revenue and future protocols. And that is pretty cool, because if you go to DeFi Llama, you can see they already have TVL of 42K, and revenue annualized is 47,000. So they already made this much from the fees. And also on Friend3, you can see all the information on total value locked month by month, and inflow and outflow. So I can put that link as well for you, and also on DApp Radar and on DappBay on Binance, and the review that they have. So, and the user base that they have, it's pretty good, the way they've been on everything for a project that needs to show the TVL for their activity. So that's about the tokenomics. In terms of team, partners, and investors, so the team is consisting of Joseph Chong, who is the co-founder and CEO. I'm gonna try to see if they have also picture somewhere. If not, they are on LinkedIn, so you could go and see it if you're very interested. No, can't find it here, but anyway, that doesn't make a big difference because you can go and check them on LinkedIn. So he's the entrepreneur and the main person behind the project. They have Steve Chan, former Microsoft specialist, lead tech of team for Microsoft. Again, his LinkedIn is available. Serhat, I think he worked with a few projects, basically a Web3 person. El Jaboom is an advisor and influencer with over 650K followers. Liam Cohen is the Poolz co-founder and advisor. So all of them are doxed and experienced. So 3 experienced Web3 people in Turkey, Israel, and I'm not sure where it's from. And then the co-founders more in the tech side of things. Now, in terms of partners, they have BNB chain, and BNB chain actively posts them, which is really cool. OKX, they have integrated the wallet, Floki and Baby Doge, big meme communities, SafePal, wallet, Coin98, trading, Poolz, Launchpad, Trustswap, ChainGPT, Launchpad, Space ID domain, Bakery Swap, email. So they have a lot of AI tech, a lot of interesting partners, Ego, Passenger, BSC Station, TokenFi, 5-star IDO, Stardust Network. So they've built a very interesting connection in Turkey, Vietnam, Southeast Asia, Europe, Magic Square. And that's been very useful for them because that has led to actually a lot of posts about them on social media. So if you go to their Twitter, and actually that's the next segment I need to cover anyway after this. So in terms of social media analysis, they've got 86K followers. And then when you check the followers, for example, you see a lot of the well-known, platforms are following them. As you can see, a lot of well-known platform here are following these guys and, interested to collaborate with them, and also KOLs. And then you see posts, for example, BNB chain regularly makes posts about them. And then also famous influencers. So that's something I like. And they got a gas grant participants. So for example, they actually became the chosen participant in here and they received the grant. So they're also getting grants from different places. And also in Magic Store, they can get the increase in daily active users. So I guess she's an influencer. Yes, different influencers are also doing stuff for them. But they're especially active with Binance chain and BNB, BSC daily again. For example, here, leading socialfi with highest monthly active users. Okay, they're not as big as these guys, for example, but they're still, Friend3 is much bigger, but these guys are 11K. Friend3 is like now valuated at 1 billion or something with the token pricing. So, this is the second best option. And then they do stuff with BitGet and other sort of partnerships that they have. So it is really cool that they do a lot of partnerships. Again, another one here. And these partnerships are helping them basically to build a strong baseline. So going back to what I was covering, yeah, quite active in social media, especially on Twitter. And then they've got their own Telegram channel, GitHub, and other social media as well. And they're themselves they're a social media project. So that sort of makes sense. Now, in terms of IDO, you have 3 options to participate. First option was Trustswap. I think Trustswap is already done, and I don't need to cover that anyway. The other platform that you can join is ChainGPT Pad. ChainGPT Pad, which is the leading launchpad right now. Total is 200K. Registration at the moment is 1,000, and there's still a few days left. The IDO will start on the 22nd of November. You have, if you go here, you have until 21st of November, and today is 18th. So you've got 2 days left until you be eligible to register your interest. If you are a staker of the token and you have staked your token, you can register interest, do the IDO on 22nd, and then listing is on the 28th. So you just come here, register interest, and then on the IDO day, come here, swap and claim, and all the information is here. So I'm gonna put a link to that as well. And another option you have, if you have also Poolz tokens and you have a FOMO to buy more, Friend3, some friends have it. It's FOMO, I'm not sure why, but it's a good project. I mean, but I don't know why so much FOMO. So they basically, you can come here, register your interest again, and the IDO is in 6 days. So it's on the 24th of November. Now, as I've mentioned, the listing is planned to be on the 28th of November, and let's see how things go. Now, socialfi is a hot narrative right now. Friend3 started it. A few other projects are also following the narrative. And this project has a low valuation in terms of fully diluted value of 10 million. It hasn't raised a significant amount of money. So if you go to the, if you go to the tokenomics again here, they've only raised what, 300K in seed and 700K in public. So they're raising 1 million. Now, sell pressure is not that much. And remember, in public round now is optional refund for 7 days. So its market cap is like the worst case scenario. It's probably lower than this when they start the selling pressure. And then you get a 20% monthly. So a lot of this is not even, so let's say a lot of this is not going to be even realized by the time all these unlocks happen, because they are like 24/60 sort of unlock period. And good tokenomics for public round, basically. Of course, you need a 5x to get your ROI, but doesn't seem impossible. So, and a lot of people compare this to Carbon. When the Carbon came in January, February, and I did a video, team was not very doxed. There were some doubt about it, just like this one, but it did a 4x and it did really well. Still sitting at 4 or 5x. People love the project and it's growing. And it had the exact same tokenomics as this one in terms of valuation and public round and difference with seed round and unlock and everything. So this could be performing in a similar manner, but of course different projects, don't compare this one. So and it's utility, so the utility is also something unique. So I'm gonna invest myself. I cannot really give you financial advice or anything. Do your own research and see if you're interested. It's just an entertainment purposes I made this video. So I hope you enjoyed this video. Please make sure you like this video, you subscribe to my channel if you haven't already done so, and put comments in the description and let me know if you have any questions. I know the team very, very well, and I can always answer your questions there. Now, I hope you enjoyed this video, and I see you next time. Thank you for watching.